Marina Shafir, tell us what's going on with you.
I just finished sparring, and I'm less than 2 weeks out from my fight on April 12th. Very excited.
Your first pro fight.
My very first pro fight.
What does this mean to you?
I get paid. I think that's the only difference. I've been training like a professional this whole year, so I guess what I've learned at this level, at this spot, turning pro and everything, is a new perspective on fighting. And I think mentally, I view fighting different than as an amateur.
In what way do you say that?
Have more fun and be serious at the same time, rather than just have all the fun. You know, it's business now, so my mind is a little bit more focused than it was before.
It's got to be easy to have fun when you got girls like Shayna and Jessamine and Rhonda around you all the time, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I don't know what I would do without them. You know, Redditing every night. You know, Rhonda with her comics, Jessamine with her Kentucky accent. It's like the recipe for perfect chili. You know, you need one to complete the whole thing. So
here at the gym, you got to feel like it's benefiting you a great ton, right?
yeah, absolutely, because they're so dynamic in their styles, and I'm still learning my own style. So they're letting me mold myself. You know, kind of like, and it's a different kind of pressure cooker when you have different types of sparring partners that you work with consistently. You find what works for you, and you find exactly what doesn't work for you. So, yeah.
How has it been? I mean, Jessamine was the first one to come out here, and then Shayna, and now it's all four of you guys. You know, how much do you feel like that's benefited you moving them out here to Venice and to Glendale?
How has it benefited me? Well, personally, I have sisters. For training-wise, just what I've learned about fighting this whole time is that, like, it really depends on your perspective, and having them come in with their experience, I've gained a lot of new perspectives on fighting. You know, they all come from a different background. None of them, like, they have similarities, but they all have, like, outstanding differences, and that I'm still learning from that. You know, I come from my own background, and I'm teaching them as well. So it's we're always like, the clock is always ticking in our brains about new ideas for game plans and strategies, and would this work with if I did this, or no, how about you do this instead of that. We're always putting pieces in and taking pieces out, and then it's nice game planning about fighting on a regular basis with a whole bunch of people with different perspectives. It's always nice to have another opinion.
And how is it working with Edmond?
Edmond's the man. You know, he's a genius. He picks the fighter apart, and he tries to see how they view fighting from their eyes, and then he molds them from there. He really harnesses the strengths each fighter has, and he builds from that. Every building block is a part of the core foundation of the fighter. So, you know, he's not completely erasing everything and then just putting you through work and giving you techniques and strategies that seem kind of like from left field. He's giving you things that you know you're capable of doing, and you know you're capable of achieving in a fight, and it's just genius. It's not just a MMA program, or he really does define you as a fighter, and he breaks it down for you to where you're confident in yourself as a fighter.
Would it be a travesty if he wasn't nominated for Coach of the Year?
Absolutely travesty. Who's voting for these things? Do you see what amazing things he's doing? You don't understand how many fighters this guy is taking care of, you know? It's not just us. There's like 5 handfuls of up-and-coming fighters that you people don't know about, and
then including the stars like Ronda Rousey, Vic Darchinyan.
Absolutely. And not mentioning them. That's the thing, is like, he extends his heart, you know, unconditionally to these fighters, and he devotes pieces of his heart to them, you know, and people don't know about that, and that's fine because he's gonna surprise the world.
Talk to me about your opponent coming up and what you know and how excited you are.
I'm really excited because I don't know who my opponent is.
Does that worry you at all?
No, it doesn't. I like surprises. I hit the ground running. I was raised to do that, and I'm used to, in judo, last minute opponent changes, bracket changes, and you think you're going to be going against somebody, and then you're going to be going with someone on the bottom of the bracket, and then you move to the top. I'm not worried about it. I know what my game plan is, and I'm going to implement my game plan no matter what. And at this point, at this level, no disrespect, no one's getting away from it. So.
How far are you away from fighting Cris Cyborg?
If she doesn't make 135, which I don't think she's going to do, a year and a half.
And what did you think about her latest Muay Thai performance? What went through your head when you saw that fight?
All of her holes have been exposed. And these are the holes that I've been seeing, we've been seeing. Edmond, Rhonda, all of us have, I watch her fights every day before I go to bed. Every single day I watch her fights on YouTube. I stalk her on Instagram, I stalk her on Twitter, I stalk her on Facebook. I'm very aware of, what she's doing, how she's thinking. It just means that she's been humified. Like, she's not a big scary monster, and the girl that she fought, bars, brilliant. She wasn't afraid, and she implemented everything that she had, like her length and her height and her style. She stayed at Muay Thai. She did. You saw immediately how Cris just went immediately to takedowns when she got frustrated, and that's fine because I can handle takedowns. I'm not afraid of her. I haven't been afraid of her. I fought
that
girls.
Sort of fits into your game as it is, right?
Absolutely.
So you had to have been licking your lips at some point, and
oh, yeah.
It had to have given you some confidence to see that.
Absolutely. It just, I hope, especially other girls in the 145-pound division realize that, she does bleed just like you. She does get black eyes just like you. She gets fat lips just like you. She's got weaknesses. She is not the strongest human being in the world. That's up to you, and that's up to me, and I'm choosing to be the strongest human being in 145, and I'm really excited for my future there.